Hi guys, it's Sam McLeod. Today we're going to be discussing the grass is greener syndrome. Now, the grass is greener syndrome is something you've probably experienced before, discovered or heard about. It's basically when you are in something, whether it's a niche or an online product or an idea or a business, normally a business that you've been pounding on for anywhere from as long as 1 month up to 1 year. And it's starting to get very hard. You're getting a few roadblocks and you're starting to question whether or not you should stick in this niche or this business topic that you're in. And then all of a sudden something pops up, whether it's from your friend or through online media, the newspaper, something, it doesn't really matter what it is, and it'll say something like this: such and such has made $1 or $2 million in 60 to 30 days doing this method. Let's say it's cryptocurrency, because as of last year, as we all know, there was a massive crypto bubble, and a lot of people jumped ship and went over to cryptocurrency. Even a lot of dignified people in business that had been doing something for over 10 years had jumped ship onto this thing, and by doing that, they haven't stuck at what they were trying to do to begin with, whether it was sales or property or consulting, financial services, whatever the case may be, or even as something as an online business like drop shipping, Shopify, Amazon, and they basically jump ship and go over to something else that they're not quite sure about, but they think they're doing the wrong thing because they see or have heard of someone that has accumulated massive wealth in a short period of time. And the grass is greener syndrome is basically the belief that you don't believe in what you're doing. But really, guys, it's not the niche that you hear about that made the money, it's the person. The grass isn't greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water. Okay, I'll say that again because it's important that you understand this. The grass is not greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water. Okay, so what that basically means is, guys, if you've been doing something for 1 month or 1 year and you're not seeing results quite yet, you need to deep dive into whatever it is that you're doing, and you need to learn, become a really, really good student. Get a mentor in the area that you're doing, whether it's sales as an example. A friend of mine recently went over to the States to go and spend a week with Jordan Belfort to learn about sales and marketing. If that's something you're lacking, there's no better person to go and learn that from, I can tell you right now. But if you're going to jump ship onto something that you're not quite sure about, then basically you're just not believing in your ability to stick something out and to make something of it, guys. So you need to remember that when it comes to this, it's not the niche or the product or the idea, it's the person. If you can stick something out long enough, and I'm talking like 5-6 years, of course you're going to see results. Of course your life is going to drastically change. But if you've only done something for 1, 2, 3, 6 months or even a year, and you're not quite where you want to be, guys, that's totally fine. That's okay. Last year in my own business in real estate and property development, I hit roadblocks for the first 6 months of the year, and I was sitting there doubting myself, going, is this really what I want to do? And then I brainstormed, come up with a few ideas, tried something new, and at the end of that year, I'd sold over close to $90 million worth of property, and it was my best year that I've ever had. But at the same time, it was also my hardest year because I had to break through the barrier of all the roadblocks that I'd come across. It all just comes down to being committed at what you do, being great at what you do. So if it's sales, if it's marketing, guys, you need to become a student. Okay. If you sleep on a win, you will wake up with a loss. I'll say that again. If you sleep with a win, you will wake up with a loss, okay? Every day, it's the little things that you do every day that matter the most, that will continue through time with what you're doing, that will make you a better person and better at whatever it is that you're doing, okay? You need to become committed. And guys, the last thing that you want to do, if you're just starting off in business, or if you're just starting a brand new niche, let's say that it's Shopify, okay, and you've been watching this other person who's been doing Shopify for 10 years, and they're selling over $100,000 a day worth of whatever it is that they're selling, and you get 2 months into your product or your idea and you're not seeing any results. Guys, that person has probably been pounding on their craft for years and years and years. Every day they wake up and they become a student and they learn at what they're doing every day without fail, every day, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that you haven't seen results. I didn't see results in what I was doing for the first 12 months. But every day I pounded, and I kept coming up with more roadblocks and more roadblocks. And eventually you just have to keep breaking them down. It doesn't matter. You just have to have the mindset that you will do whatever it takes to be successful, okay? Because it is your duty, your obligation to be successful. Not just to yourself, but to society, to your family, and to your loved ones, to be the best person that you can be in whatever it is that you're doing, okay? And I carry that philosophy through myself with everything that I do. If I do something, I don't want to do it half-assed. I want to do it to the best of my ability, each and every day. So guys, just remember, with the shiny object syndrome, or the grass is greener, it's not always greener, guys. Because you just need to double down and water your own grass. You need to spend more time doing it, crack into it, work hard, and have the mindset that if you come up with roadblocks, you will do whatever it takes to make it work, no matter what. So guys, I hope this has been helpful. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave any comments down below if you'd like me to cover any other topics. And have a good day.